What's up guys, it's me Jimmy Geek. So here is my video why I moved from full frame to micro four third. Look at the size. I want to compare these two lenses. This is a pancake lens on the full frame, 35mm, the smallest lens you can get for a full frame. I mean, if you remove the hood, yes, this is a stupid hood. I love Samyang f2.8, amazing bokeh, but the real question is that do you really need a bokeh? Do you really need shallow depth of field? No, for street photography, for travel photography, I really don't need. This one, and this is a portrait lens, 45mm times 2, it equals 90mm full frame. So if you are going to choose a 90mm lens, is going to be too big. Look at the size. Okay, I wanna compare this one. I mean, look, this is just a 35mm, this is a 90mm full frame equivalent. They are same size, nearly same size, as you can see. Can you see or not? I mean, this is the thing I love. I mean, I carry around 3 lenses with me. 45mm, the 14 to 22mm, my favorite, f2.5 40mm of Panasonic. This have IBIS. This do not have IBIS. The only thing which I miss from the full frame is that it's not about related to full frame, it's related to Sony, the universal hotspot. I mean, I don't need to care about the microphone. I just plug this one and plug this one on my subject. Sadly, there's no option. I do not care. I mean, this camera have a microphone jack or not. I just need some solution from the Olympus. I mean, for example, I can use this multi-universal port for the audio. Maybe in future, I mean. This is EPL 9, the new version is EPL 10, but the point is this not I'm trying to focus on the Olympus. No. I love Olympus, they are the best company. I love it, have a stabilizer. I can easily vlog with this, I mean, camera using my kit lens or like a 9 to 80mm or 7 to 40mm. I love it, or 12mm f2 lens. I mean, this thing heavy. This thing is heavy. This is the A7. If you wanna get with the stabilizer, it is going to go 700 grams. This thing only less than 400 grams. This look much, I mean, nostalgia. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the appearance. I'm just gonna focus on the image quality. If you crop your images a lot with this 24 megapixel, you make a 12 megapixel, still the image quality is going to be better. A micro four third, no argument. Full frame is full frame at the end of the day. But do you really crop your images? Or it's better you use a zoom lens, or it's better you use a 12 to 40mm f2.8 lens. Then you don't need to crop, you can easily zoom. For example, I shoot with this 35mm, this is like 17mm. I can easily, I mean, like crop it and make it like the image is 17 times 2 is 34mm, you know, I mean. Or I can just use a 25mm or a 42mm lens just to get the same result. So I don't need to crop. So this is the sensor size, yeah, is a hugely important, as you can see. I mean, this thing is a tiny baby, this thing is big. But no one is going to tell you why I don't like big sensor. Everything become out of focus, everything becomes shallow depth of field. No, I don't need everything out of focus. I don't need the world best camera with the face detection is still slower than this one. I don't know why. Full frame sensor, the stabilizer will bad, the focus will be always not be as good as a micro four third. I'm not talking about Panasonic early version like G7. Smaller sensor, easy to stabilize due to IBIS, better autofocus. I mean, these are the reason why I moved to micro four third. Better lens, cheaper lens, stabilizer, easy focus, better capability such as a selfie technique. I mean, this is my entire package with these 3 lenses when I travel around the world. Yes, this is my entire package. When I shoot vlog, I easily use like a small, I mean, lav mic plug on my body because it do not have a audio jack or any something like solution. So when I use the Sony, I used to use this one. But other than that, I don't see any reason. I mean, again, this thing can be used also on a camera recorder or anything. I mean, most of the Sony camera, if it have a multi-universal port, whatever it's called. For me, images is a art. Art mean art. I don't have to explain you what art means. If you have zero basic of photography, you do not understand ISO, you don't understand shutter speed. But this one I cannot take handle shot. This one I can take handle shot. If you do not understand the ISO, you do not understand the grain, you do not understand the white balance, you do not understand the triangle, how to take a photography, ISO, shutter speed and aperture triangle, then it doesn't really matter which camera you have. These are just camera. The real question then becomes, because with both you can get amazing images with the right lens. You can get amazing. This lens produce better images than this one. I don't know why. I don't know the science. I don't want to know. I just want the end result. f1.8 should have less bokeh than the f2.8 because it's a full frame. Again, there is a shallow depth of field calculator which tell you how much you get. But if you put a 75mm 1.8 Bayanara bokeh full frame, is that game over? Game over. Full frame, bye bye. If you put a 75mm for portrait, game over, bye bye. Bye bye full frame, bye bye. I can go on and tell you why I moved to full frame. Sorry, why I moved to micro four third. I'm sorry. I can go on and tell you why I moved to micro four third from the full frame. But no, I just want to end the video. Here's one thing: the image quality will be better on this one if you crop a lot. But if you do not crop, if you shoot with the prime lenses, if you shoot with the right lenses, then this thing beat the full frame. It have a IBIS, it lightweight, it's very easy to shoot video, blah blah blah, so many good points. And it's compact. The real question is compact. I mean, when I'm taking this camera, I need to, at the end of the day, a lot of photographers take less good images because they are bringing bulky camera. Image quality put aside, doesn't really matter that much. Image quality is a creation which is in your hand, not in the camera hand. I have captured images with a tiny what is called 1/3 of a sensor, like a really compact camera. I mean, with Sony WX500, which is like smaller than 1-inch sensor. I capture amazing images with 1-inch sensor, LX10, better than even this one. Why? Because I understand basic of photography. So my conclusion will be that do not go and get a full frame. Full frame are like 4 times expensive than Olympus camera. If you are going to get a latest full frame like the A7 III, it's gonna cost you 3 to 4 times more. Yet it will have a IBIS but with more weight, double the weight of this one. Yes, it will have a better lens but 3 times more weight and 4 times more prices. You are going to get a 90mm, I mean, on full frame, like same equivalent. You know how much it costs? Around $1,000 US. This thing you can easily get from 200 to 250, which means that the same focal length, 90mm here, is going to cost you 4 to 5 times more. Again, depend. You bought from Amazon, even you can search on eBay, you can get a $200 new in box, 250. Sometimes it's go on Amazon, 250. This one will go the 90mm 1000. I mean, the lens is gonna be like very big. I know big things are not good unless you ask a woman. They like some big things, and I don't know what kind of big thing, but I heard they like. I don't like big thing on a camera. It seems like the camera is becoming pervert. Because after that I need to put my camera with like this lanyard here to shoot, because I cannot like bump my big thing into people like. Oh no, my stupid tripod, like I just bump it. I mean, I don't want to bump it like, it will be like here, blah blah blah, 19 blah blah blah, if I'm shooting in public. This thing is much better, it's not gonna like hit someone, blah blah blah. I love Sony. I think Sony many system better than Olympus. That's how I am, because I use Sony camera a lot. For like 11 years I'm using. One of my first camera was like Sony A550 DSLR. It was a mid-range camera. It was not a cheap camera, mid-range camera. I use a lot of Sony camera. I'm a Sony fanboy, but not anymore. Bye bye Sony. Bye bye full frame. Olympus, give me a solution for this one. Makes a Bluetooth microphone. I do not care. You give me a mic input on a EPL Pen series or not. I just need this solution. So I can easily plug this one, okay, from here, and then the screen become like down. I mean, for example, a lot of people, if Olympus is gonna build like solution like this, I mean, for example, I just put plug here. I don't need to deal with wire or anything. I don't need to deal with any wire, and then I just do like this. I put my 40mm, 12mm, f7 to 40mm, any like wide lens. Start vlogging, blah blah blah, and I put in my on my body, blah 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 blah. I can do that vlog. I need this solution, please, 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 please. If you're listening, be a good Olympus, okay? Give me this solution, please give me. But other than that, Micro Four Third is the king. I use the Panasonic G7 for a lot of times, so I love Micro Four Third. Micro Four Third is my new darling in the town. Okay, it was me, Jimmy Geek. Subscribe and bye.